Well, hello there YouTube. My name is Peter Steven and welcome to my very first review. Today we will be focusing on Steven Spielberg's Duel. Did you know that Steven Spielberg started his career in TV? TV was an opportunity for him to perfect his skills, like a training ground, if you will. And he shot the pilot for Columbo. What the hell, man? Yeah, I know, Columbo. It's a little crazy. So Universal were quite happy with what he was doing and gave him the opportunity to shoot a TV movie called Duel. Duel was written by Richard Matheson. He actually got inspired one day when he got chased by a truck. He got it published somehow on Playboy. I'm guessing people at Universal love their Playboys because they got inspired as well and bought the rights for it. I believe that Spielberg has a monster trilogy. I'd like to call it a monster trilogy. One happens in the water, the other in the jungle, and this one in the desert. So I think this is pretty much his uber epic monster trilogy, and it starts with Duel. What's the story about? Well, the story is about David Mann, played by Dennis Weaver, who happens to be in his car in the Californian desert. He has a business meeting and ends up encountering this truck, and this truck happens to be very annoying, especially to him, and extremely dangerous. So that's pretty much the storyline right there. Let's face it, what I love in this movie is the portrayal of our antagonist, the truck. It looks like a monster and it looks absolutely fantastic, especially in terms of sound and the way they use the camera just to portray it as this evil entity who's about to eat you and is completely relentless. If we can't believe in our main character, then the movie is basically fucked. The actor is absolutely phenomenal. He's very grounded, down to earth. You know he's a bit of a loser. He doesn't take much initiative. He's a bit of a coward, a bit of an anti-hero, but I like that. I like that I can relate to a character that is not a superhero, that can take a few hits and is not very competent and makes a lot of mistakes throughout the movie and is not perfect. Billy Goldenberg is the guy who created the soundtrack for this film. There's very little music in it. This is why I like it. Spielberg actually asked him, I don't want you to create music, I want you to create sounds. And that makes perfect sense, because when you see and experience the scenes between our main hero and the truck, there is practically no music. It's just tense, those engines roaring, and it creates an intense atmosphere and works perfectly. One little thing I would say about this movie is that it's a shame that other people are seeing the truck, because if that was the case, if nobody had seen the truck except him, we could assume as a viewer that this guy is going through a mental breakdown, that he's trying to overcome a struggle he has with his wife, and also overcome his lack of manliness and also a lack of initiative, and only in the end does he redeem. That's his character arc. He redeems himself and becomes a man. My final thoughts on the movie, I think, you know, oddly enough, it's a little deeper than I thought it would be. The way I saw it is a man struggling to become a real man. He is insecure, weak, is a bit of a coward. And I think the truck represents maybe society, maybe something else, but some sort of oppression, like a bully, if you will, who constantly is there, will never let you go until you tell him to fuck off, or something like that. Guys, you have got to watch this movie. This is an amazing movie and also a highlight in Spielberg's career. This has opened a lot of doors for him, and he admits it himself. It has amazing cinematography, great suspense, an amazing performance by Dennis Weaver. The film is quite short, it's an hour and a half. You won't get bored. It gets a little repetitive towards the end, but no big deal. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment and share if you enjoyed this. Well, this is my first review, so I'm still, working things out. Things might change. Your feedback would be really appreciated. You can also find me on Facebook. There is a main page for Kritikeyes. You can like it and share it with your friends. You can find me on Twitter as well, at Kritikeyes. So there you go. Thank you so much again, and I shall see you very soon. Alright.